again everyone! I thought that today I would show you my beauty favourites of 2015, and I wasn't going to do one of these, but I was watching a lot of them and I just thought, you know, I could go through all of my makeup, look through it all, look through all my beauty products, look back over my favourites videos, and I really enjoyed watching everybody else's, and I just thought I can't seriously enjoy everyone else's and then not think about making one myself. And as soon as I got into looking at my makeup, which I kind of wanted to do anyway, I realised that I had quite a lot of favourites and I did actually want to share them. So, and it's kind of rekindled my love for some things that I kind of forgot I had. I don't keep huge amounts of makeup, I really try not to, and I do get rid of stuff when I don't need it anymore or it is out of date, things like that. I am a bit of a stickler for keeping lipsticks probably far longer than I should, because sometimes things are discontinued and I don't wear them, they just sit there because I like the prettiness of them, which is kind of problematic, but it is what it is. And I kind of wanted to have a massive clear out, and I just looked through all of my stuff and I realised what I had absolutely been using so much this year, and the things that I wanted to share, and things that I kind of looked at and went, you know what, I really enjoyed using that and I want to use it more. So some of them are from the latter half of the year and some of them are from the earlier part of the year, but it's kind of a mixture of stuff. It is mostly makeup because I don't massively explore beauty products because I have quite sensitive skin and I know what works for me and there's things that I like. You will probably have seen quite a few of these things in favourites videos before, because my favourites don't tend to change. If I find something that I really love, I don't tend to go out and try and find something new, and I don't get sent things by companies or anything like that. So I don't kind of have the opportunity to explore new makeup in that sense in the way that I know a lot of YouTubers do. And this doesn't bother me in the slightest. I don't have any issues with it. I'm not asking for people to send me things at all, but I don't really have the time to go, or the money to go out to the shops and try out loads of new products and see if they work for me, because especially if I already have something that works for me that is perhaps less expensive. So it's kind of, if I want to try something, I ask for it for my birthday or for Christmas, or people might give me some things. Occasionally I find new things that way, but mostly I know what works for me and I buy all my own stuff. So I kind of just stick with what's normal. I don't have much time in my schedule to go shopping, and when I do go shopping it tends to be for clothes because that's something that I have a massive passion for, and I do love makeup and I've really been getting into it, but fashion has been my thing for so much longer, and I think makeup is new and exciting to me. So, and I know I'm 21 and a lot of people a lot younger than me have huge makeup collections, but I never really jumped on that bandwagon until I was in my 20s, and so I haven't really been exploring with makeup for that long. So I'm just going to get straight in and show you what I was loving this year and what all my favourites were. Some of these have been favourites for longer than just this year, they've been favourites for a long time, but I thought as this is kind of my first year-long favourites, I would put them all in together. And I apologise for the rambly long intro, and I'm now just going to get in and start off with makeup products. Firstly, face-wise, something I have loved forever is the Natural Collection Cover Up Stick. This is in the shade Fair, this is the shade that I always get. It's kind of got this amazing air whipped kind of texture. It's just in this kind of stick, and it looks like a lip salve, and I love concealers that are like this. I don't like liquid ones, I like the ones that are like this much more. I don't wear foundation, so concealer is kind of my ultimate thing. I am wearing this concealer today and it's just my favourite. I always go back to this. It's only $1.99 and I don't think you can get it in other countries, but it's from Boots in the UK. It's one of their own brand things, or a brand that they only sell in Boots, they don't sell it anywhere else. But I absolutely love it, and it's so good for sensitive skin, and I find that I don't have any issues with it. It still allows my skin to breathe, and it's just amazing. It doesn't have huge coverage like some of my other concealers do, so I tend to ease off on this in the winter a little bit. But if I'm having a good skin day, I love to wear this one, but it still covers up all the redness that I get around the centre of my face. So this is amazing, but it doesn't particularly cover spots in the same way, so I do have other ones for spots, but I absolutely adore this, and it has been my favourite for probably about 5 years now. I've gone through like 50 of these. I love it. Next up is something that you will probably have heard from me and from other YouTubers or beauty bloggers, and that's the Rimmel Stay Matte Press Powder. I love this. It's got shades for, I find that the range of shades are quite, I don't know, they're very good for me because I find that I can get any shade for the colour of skin that I am at any time of year. And at the moment I am on my palest shade. This is 003 Peach Glow. So it's not their palest shade, but it's the one that I go to when I am pale. And I completely adore this. It is the best mattifying pressed powder. It lasts all day. I have never felt the need to go and find another one. I have tried ones from like Natural Collection and a couple of other places, but I've ended up not finishing them, throwing them away and going back to this before I've even got through it because I just miss this when I don't use it. So I don't think I will ever be changing from this. It is absolutely incredible and such a good price for how amazing it is. Rimmel do some seriously amazing products and they're at such good prices as well. The next 3 items I have for my makeup for the face are all contouring and highlighting products. This was a find for this year when I was trying to buy the sleek version and I couldn't get it in my shade anywhere. It was sold out online, it wasn't in any of the stores, I couldn't order it in, and I really wanted to try contouring because this year was the year that I started doing contouring, and so I decided to go with the 17 one, which looked quite similar. And this is a Boots own brand. I don't know if they do it in different countries, and mine is looking pretty well loved now, and particularly inside it's looking fairly well loved. You can tell the clear one, the lighter one is almost empty. I do have a replacement one that I got for Christmas. I asked for a new one for Christmas because I really wanted to replace this. I absolutely adore it. The pigmentation is amazing, but I've got it in the fairer shade because obviously I am quite pale, and it's just amazing. It blends out in a lovely way. It blends really well with my pressed powder, and it's just, it doesn't look too harsh, and it's just amazing. The lighter colour goes much quicker than the darker colour because I actually use the darker colour on a daily basis and I don't really use the lighter colour quite so much. But the darker colour I have used probably daily for about 3, 4, 5 months, maybe even more than that, and it's lasted this long and it's just amazing. I would seriously recommend this, particularly if you are kind of a newbie to makeup and you want to try contouring but you don't really want to spend the money on more expensive palettes. This is, I think, about £5 and it is just amazing. And I will not be changing from this unless I absolutely feel like I need to branch out, but I absolutely adore this for the contouring bit. I am not so fussed about the lighter powder. I don't tend to go for a matte highlight because I like it to be a bit more shimmery, but having a matte contour is something that I really wanted because I do not like the shimmery ones at all, and this has just been amazing. Something I have absolutely adored is trying out kind of shimmery highlighters this year, and the first one that I tried is one that I don't think I will ever look back from because I have absolutely adored it. And this one is a powder one. This is the Revolution Vivid Baked Highlighter in the shade Peach Lights. I've only ever seen it in this shade. I don't know if they do another shade, but it's so well loved that my lid is completely broken off. I'm getting to the bottom of this as well, and it's just a gorgeous shimmery shade, and it doesn't go pinky when you put it on your skin. I have it on at the moment. It just leaves a really nice kind of iridescent glow, but it's not in your face, it's not there all the time. It's just an amazing highlighter, and again, this is really inexpensive. I think, I can't remember how much it was, but it's either £4 or less than £4. I can't remember. £4 is the maximum that it is. And also, again, this lasts so long. I bought this in the spring of last year, so it's been on the go for a long time, and I have used this almost daily since I completely fell in love with it, and I just can't get over it. I will be repurchasing this when it runs out. I will probably repurchase it before then because it probably needs it pretty soon, because these have like a 12-month shelf life, but I love this. It has been an amazing find. Another highlighting palette is a cream highlighting palette. This is a contouring and highlighting palette. It does have a contour shade in it. This is the Sleek Highlighting Palette in Precious Metals. The packaging is gorgeous for one, although it does really irritate me that it gets finger marks all over it, but you can tell it's relatively well loved because I did clean this not that long ago. And the only awkward thing is that the mirror doesn't, you can't really use the mirror because you have to like tilt it up and down. I don't really understand that system. I don't really use this shade, which is the contouring, and this is a powder. I don't really like shimmery contours, so this isn't really good for me. If I'm going for a kind of party look, then I might use it, but I really adore my other contour powder, so I have tried it, but I didn't really like it as much as my other ones. But all of these highlighting shades are gorgeous. These are all cream highlighters. This is a kind of pearly white colour. This is called Platinum. This one is Renaissance Gold. This is my absolute favourite for the winter. It gives this kind of golden glow that's absolutely gorgeous. And I tend to use this and just put it on and then set it with the highlighting powder you've just seen. And finally, this one is Royal Gold. This is another one of my favourites for the Christmas period because it is even more golden than Renaissance Gold. So I feel like in December that one's perfect. When you get to January, I feel like it's a little bit too much unless you're going all out with the gold for a certain day. But the consistency of these is amazing. It feels so light, it blends in really well. I've not had any issues with it whatsoever. It blends in really well with my concealer, but doesn't spread it everywhere. So it doesn't leave my concealer going clumpy, which I find with a lot of like cream blushes and things. It tends to take off my concealer that's underneath, but this does not do that. It just blends in really nicely and kind of just sits on top in a really nice way, but is really subtle, and it just gives a bit of shimmer, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. Next, I'm going to move on to lip products. I have quite a few that I have loved this year, and I'm just going to get straight in with a lip salve. This is the Avon Colour Trend Coral Shimmer Lip Balm, and it is the most moisturising lip balm I have ever had, I think. It's not so great when you're trying to do healing and things, so I tend to use like the Vaseline lip balms for that, but this for a day-to-day moisturising lip balm is amazing, and it gives you a slight tint, coral tint on your lips, which is really nice, and it also adds a shimmer. It's got glitter in it. And this is not for everyone, but I never wear lip gloss because I have long hair and it gets stuck in it, and I live in the north of England. It is usually windy, and my university campus is a bit of a wind tunnel, so it is always way windier there than it is like anywhere else in York. I don't understand it. So I wear this because it's kind of like having a subtle lip gloss that stays for longer, but your hair doesn't stick to it. And it just gives the most beautiful shimmer, and I absolutely love it, and it's so moisturising as well. I now have a few lipsticks. There's kind of a darker and reddish kind of theme here, but I'm just going to get straight in. The first one is the Too True matte lipstick in shade 6. This is one that I purchased ages ago, and it's this gorgeous dark berry colour. You have probably seen me wearing it many a time, and I just love it. It's not really matte, but that doesn't really bother me. It's semi-matte, and I just love it. I think it's gorgeous. It doesn't dry out your lips, which is something that I have a major issue with, because when my lips go dry, they get chapped immediately, and I really struggle with that. The next one that I have loved is from 17, and it is the Lasting Fix lipstick in the shade Mulled Wine. It comes in this really nice packaging that has this kind of pink inside, and it's this deep kind of pinky colour, and it was something that I never thought I'd try, but it kind of just enhances my natural lips and makes them slightly darker, and I absolutely adore it. It's so easy to wear, and if it starts to rub off, you don't notice too much, so it's a really kind of Laurel safe lipstick because I'm terrible at reapplying it and I just eat throughout the day and I drink coffee all day long, so I'm constantly, I don't wear lipstick so much at the, like particularly when I'm at uni, because I'm just constantly drinking coffee and having water. I carry around a water bottle all the time, so my lipstick does tend to wear off throughout the day. But this is really good because it doesn't show when it starts to come off, and then you notice it before it needs topping up, so you kind of have, you can keep on top of it really easily. It's not like with a red lipstick where if you've got a patch missing it's really obvious. This next one is by Collection and it is their Lasting Colour lipstick in shade 19 Red Carpet. It is the most gorgeous red matte lipstick. I was looking for one for ages and I found this and I thought I'll give it a go, so kind of given up hope on finding a matte red lipstick. I've always ended up sticking with my favourite one that wasn't matte, but I really wanted a matte one, and I kind of got put off wearing red lipstick because of it, and then I found this one and it is just gorgeous and it stays all day long. It is beautiful. I can eat, drink my coffee, go on a night out, anything, and it's stuck through all of it. It has not needed reapplying, it doesn't bleed, it is beautifully matte, it is not drying for a matte lipstick, which is amazing. It doesn't feel drying, and it has just been another brilliant find for last year. My last lipstick was a relatively recent discovery, but I've heard a lot about it, and it is the Rimmel Kate Moss lipstick in shade 107, and it is the most gorgeous deep berry red colour, and it is again matte. I know that this one is one of Zoella's favourites and I've seen her wear it so many times and she always raves about it, and every time I've been in the shop to buy it it's been sold out, and this was the last one when I went and purchased it, and I have worn it quite a lot since. It was gorgeous over the festive period, and again it's a matte lipstick that lasts for ages and it doesn't wear off easily, but it doesn't feel like it's drying out your lips, and it has just been gorgeous and brilliant, and it really suits my skin tone, and it has been perfect for Christmas. I love the kind of dark lipsticks for Christmas and over the winter period, and I'm really hoping to go back to them pretty soon, but I just haven't been feeling like wearing lipsticks recently. So now that I've kind of looked through my makeup and rekindled my love for a few things, I'm hoping to go back to that. Next up, onto eyes, and I have been loving two different palettes this year. First one is the Urban Decay Naked palette, and I just love it. It's got the most gorgeous colours that you could ever want in all the neutrals, and they're shimmery, but they're not in your face shimmery, and they're just gorgeous. I adore them. They are amazing. I could go on about it forever. The packaging is lovely. The only thing is it doesn't really fit in any of my makeup bags, so it ends up going everywhere separately, which is slightly irritating. But they're gorgeous colours, and generally I drive everywhere, so having this separate isn't really an issue. The other makeup palette I have been loving is one that I got for my birthday, and it's one that I wouldn't have chosen myself, but I have absolutely fallen in love with and cannot get over. And that is the Sleek Eye Divine Storm palette, and it is gorgeous. The packaging is lovely. It's not as nice as the Sleek highlighting palette, but it's still pretty gorgeous. This one's easier to use the mirror, and it's got this amazing big mirror that is brilliant, and it's just got a mixture of matte and shimmery colours, and I adore this blue colour, but I wear this one, which is the shade Snowstorm. I wear this a lot because it is a great highlighting colour, and also they stay all day, and they are just the most gorgeous selection of colours that go beautifully together, and they are perfect for all year round as well. So I absolutely adore this. I'm really looking forward to wearing the green colour in the summer because it's kind of an emerald green, and I love emerald green, but I only wear it in the summer for some unknown reason. All of those colours are beautifully pigmented. You really don't need to use much of them. It's going to take me forever to get through that palette, and I'm really pleased, but I will be repurchasing it when I run out, and they all blend beautifully and last all day in an amazing way, and they're just, if you have not tried any of the Sleek palettes, go and have a look because they have a gorgeous selection. There is something in there for everyone, but that one is my absolute favourite because it's kind of a mixture of so many different colours, but they all go really well together, so I absolutely adore that. Last thing in eyes is something that I have loved forever. I've gone through tubes and tubes of this, and it is my liquid eyeliner. It's the Liquid Eyelines eyeliner from Natural Collection, and it is just amazing. It has this tiny little brush, so it's great for making thin lines or thick lines or whatever you want to do. It's not like a felt tip, it is a brush, so it's something that I'm used to because I've been using this since I was probably about 16, so it's been about 5 years now that I've been repurchasing this. It is amazing, it lasts all day, it's lasted through like rainstorms, it lasts through sport, it lasts through everything, and it's only $1.99. It is brilliant, and it's great for sensitive skin. I tried so many eyeliners, and I tried to mix it up with different ones and tried gel ones when I wasn't so good at applying it, and I just did not get on with anything because it made my eyes itch, it really hurt, and I did not like it. So I just found myself always going back to this, and this year I haven't even tried any others because I just love this so much, and it is completely my go-to eyeliner. The last two things I have are brushes in the makeup section, and it's these two. These two have been my favourite makeup brushes of this year. They're probably not the most used ones. I do use them on a pretty much daily basis, but they are not the ones that are most essential to my makeup routine, but I just love them. I love the feel of them. This is the Superdrug powder brush, and it's really not very expensive. I think it's like £3, but it's so soft and gorgeous, and it's just brilliant. I use this for my powder highlighter, and it just feels amazing. It gives such a nice sheer glow of whatever you're using this to apply. It is amazing, and it just feels so nice. It is a little long and kind of only just fits in my makeup bag, but it still fits, so that's good. And the other one is the EcoTools flat liner brush. I adore the little pattern they've got around here because it's wooden handles, and it's all kind of natural stuff, and then they've got this metal bit which is blue with pink and yellow flowers on, which I think is gorgeous, and this is just perfect for doing my eyebrows. I don't use this as a liner brush because I already have my eyeliner which has a brush included, but this is perfect for my eyebrows, and the little bit at the end is exactly the right size for my eyebrows if you put it flat against them here. So I love this. It is amazing and brilliant, and it's also quite soft but still pretty sturdy, so that has been something I've really loved. And now I'm on to skincare face products. First up, I'm going to talk about this, which I've had for a while and I keep going back to every time I have breakouts. And I don't know what company this is from because I am pretty sure that I just got this off a market once, and it's from Cambridgeshire Apiaries, and it's beeswax skin cream, and it's brilliant. It's just, you really don't need much of it. I haven't got through very much at all. It smells quite nice. It smells kind of vaguely of honey, but it's not overpowering. And you just put it on your spots before you go to bed, and you wake up and all the redness is like gone. And it's just the most amazing spot treatment ever. I have never found anything else that works. If I can find where I got this from, I will let people know, but I've been searching for it since because my brother borrowed it, and I've had a couple of people use it because they said what works for you, and everyone's been like, where can I get this? It is amazing, and I've not been able to find it for anyone, and I'm kind of disappointed, and I don't want to give this away because I love it, but it is amazing, and you really don't need much, and it just works. So that is something that if anyone can find it, let me know, because I would like to repurchase this and buy it for other people. My favourite moisturiser of the year has been my nighttime moisturiser. This is the Nivea Daily Essentials Regenerating Night Cream, and I switched up to this probably about midway through the year, and it is the most moisturising thing. It's the first night cream I have ever repurchased, and I will not be switching for a long time until I find something, until maybe my skin changes or something like that, but it is amazing. And it's really moisturising, but it doesn't make my nose overly oily, which is an issue that I have. I get a lot of oiliness just in this bit of my chin and around the sides of my nose at the bottom. It really does not aggravate that at all, but I struggle with dryness on my forehead, and I get little frown lines, and this just sort of takes them out and takes me back a step, and in the morning my skin just feels hydrated and brilliant. If my skin is particularly bad, I will use this during the day, but I will not be wearing makeup on it because I kind of want to just rehydrate my skin. And my favourite primer for this year has been the Nivea Men Sensitive Post-Shave Balm. It's just really good for making your makeup stick. I use the Nivea Daily Essentials Express Hydration Primer during the winter and when I don't need a heavy primer, but I really adore this, particularly for the summer when it's warmer or if I'm doing sport. It makes everything stick to my face like glue, but it does not prevent it from coming off when you take your makeup off, which is absolutely amazing. And you do not smell the men smell after you've put your makeup on, and I don't wear huge amounts of makeup, so it really doesn't smell like men smell, but it has been brilliant. So if you're looking for a primer, I would actually recommend just going out and buying this rather than buying primer, because it is brilliant, and quite frankly it's done a better job than any of my primers have ever, I think. Although I would not switch from my regular primer as well. I like to use a mixture of the two because I like to have the aftershave balm for when I need a heavier primer if my skin's going to be struggling with more, but I like to have a lighter primer for just days when I really don't need to have a primer so much. I'm now going to move on to other types of skincare, and the first thing I have is the No. 7 Softening Foot Balm. I'm pretty sure I got this in a set, and I don't know if you can get it separately, but this is my favourite thing from the set. In the summer I find that my feet, particularly my heels, get really dry, and because I do a lot of sport and things like that, I tend to find that they really need some kind of TLC every so often, particularly in the summer. It doesn't smell particularly excellent, but it makes my feet feel so soft and so nice, particularly if you put this on and then just stick a pair of socks on overnight and your feet just feel like baby soft in the morning, and it gets rid of any like chapped skin and things like that, and it's just hassle free in that way. I absolutely love this, and it's something that I go back to. I don't use it so much in the winter because I find that I don't need it because my feet tend to be in socks and things like that. It tends to be in the summer when I've got my feet out in sandals that I use this a bit more, although I probably should use it in the winter every so often just for a little bit of a top up. This is a recent find. It is actually something my mum gave to me, and it's from Hotel Chocolat, which sounds kind of weird because they do chocolate but they appear to be branching out. So this is their Cocoa Juvenate Revive Body Butter with conditioning cocoa butter and argan oil, and it is the most moisturising thing ever. It feels so nice and it smells amazing. It doesn't smell like chocolate, it kind of smells vaguely like cocoa. You do have to kind of work it in your hands before you put it on your skin, but it's just, it smells gorgeous. I can't even like describe it. It says on the back it's cocoa pods with notes of bergamot, green tea, lime, exotic florals and warm sandalwood. That is exactly what it is. It smells gorgeous and it feels so nice, and you don't need much of it to be moisturising, and it obviously with cocoa butter and argan oil in it, it's going to be pretty moisturising, and I just love it. It is amazing. It is one of my favourite things for moisturising at the moment, and I will be repurchasing this as soon as I run out because I adore it. It is amazing, and just it smells gorgeous, and I love the smell it leaves on me because it's quite subtle. It's not like, I find with a lot of like body butters and things, they can really be quite overpowering and you can really smell them. Like the Body Shop ones, which are ones that I always used to use, I really like the smell of the apricot one, but I just smell like an apricot really strongly all day, and I didn't really like that, so it's nice to have something that I don't smell of in a ridiculously strong fashion all day long. My favourite hand cream of this year has been the Heathcote and Ivory Wild Meadow Flowers in limited edition. I kept the box because the box is just so pretty and gorgeous, and it's still in the box. The box is beautiful, the actual like packaging on this is beautiful. It smells floral and lovely, but it doesn't leave your hands smelling hugely floral in an overpowering sense. It feels lovely. it doesn't stick on your hands. Like, you can often be left with kind of slimy hands, and if you use too much of this, it's really easy to just kind of blend it in further. I find often you have to get the amount exactly right with hand creams, and this is one that if you kind of accidentally get too much, you can just keep blending it in and it will all sink in. It doesn't just sit on top of your skin, so it really feels like you're getting something out of it. And it's also been really good for strengthening my nails. Another skincare product kind of is something that I used in the shower, and that is the Body Shop Pink Grapefruit Body Scrub. It smells gorgeous, and it's just the smell. I've tried other body scrubs and I kind of go through phases of loving and hating body scrubs. This is my current favourite. I think I'm going to have to go out and buy another pot of this once I've got through the stuff that I currently have, which smells very nice, but the size of the granules in this one are brilliant. I use this particularly around my nose and on my knees and things, and it prevents ingrowing hairs. If you shave your legs, it gets all the bumps off your knees. It makes my face feel so smooth, and it's just lovely. But it's not so rough that I don't feel I can use it on my face. So it smells amazing, it feels amazing, it just does amazing things to my skin. So I will be repurchasing this when I need a new body scrub. I absolutely love it. I'm now going on to hair care, and the first thing is this dry shampoo from Batiste. It is in the smell Eden, and that is why I've picked it. It is the particular scent that I have picked. Batiste has always been my favourite dry shampoo. I haven't found that others work for me at all, and this one has been brilliant. It doesn't take the shine out of my hair, but it does make my hair look non-greasy. So the packaging on this is gorgeous. It just looks really vintage and floral and delicate, and the smell is amazing. It just reminds me of delicate summer, if you know what I mean. It reminds me of summer, but in a really delicate way. And it's quite a subtle fragrance, so it's not in your face. I find that some of them can be a bit in your face. I don't like the ones that are specifically for certain colours of hair, because I find that they just don't smell nice. But this one is sugar melon and honeysuckle. I'm not sure what sugar melon is, but I like the smell of it. And I love the smell of honeysuckle, so I thought I would try this when it came out. And it was limited edition, and I think they've brought it back because this is a repurchased one. It is my favourite scent, and I hope it does not go away. The other hair care product I have been loving this year is the OGX Renewing Arganol of Morocco. And arganol was something that I kind of discovered this year. My mum's been trying to get me into it for a little while because she loves it, and this is just something that I fell in love with. It has been amazing for my hair. It keeps the ends of my hair looking nice and shiny, and because I have quite long hair, it needs a bit of extra care, so if I want to keep it long. So I found that this has been amazing, just adding it into my hair care routine. I use this almost daily now. It's really good for taming flyaways in the summer. If you go to a hot country, it's great for keeping your hair hydrated, and my hair goes frizzy, so it's great for just taming out the frizz. And also this has been really good for soaking my nails in, and it's really hydrating. If you need an extra bit of hydration anywhere, it is brilliant for moisturising, hydration, everything, and it's stopped the damage to my hair. It has been brilliant. It is allowing me to grow my hair out again. My hair grows pretty fast, and the ends do need a bit of extra care, so to keep it long I'm using this, and it just works for me. And this is my favourite brand. I also use an Avon version, but this one is definitely my favourite one. On to nails. Something I have adored this year is gel nail varnish, and I don't use regular nail varnish on my fingernails anymore. I only ever use gel nail varnish. I currently have this kind of gunmetal grey, which is kind of shimmery on, and I really like that. It's one of my newer shades, but I have a lot of these from a company called Blue Sky. All of them are from this company, and they are absolutely amazing. My favourites are the kind of deep red colour that I have, and also I have this gorgeous sparkly kind of like clear sparkles colour that's kind of silvery, and it was gorgeous over the Christmas period, but I feel like I could wear it at any time. And I also have black and white, which I love to interchange. Gel nails dry immediately because you set them in the little machine, and then that's that. It's all set, it's all dry. You don't have to worry, you can go and do stuff straight away. You don't have to wait hours while your nails dry. They don't chip, they last for like at least a week, which is brilliant because I just do not have the time to sit down and paint my nails and wait for them to dry all the time. And I found that regular nail polish, particularly when I was working behind a bar and my hands were in and out of glass washes all the time, my nails were really damaged and my nail varnish would chip. I couldn't wear nail varnish and it just kind of got me down a bit. And then I started using this and it just was amazing. I have this little bag with all of my nail varnishes in it and I can no longer shut it because I have quite a few now and I'm hoping to expand my collection further. I really absolutely adore these and I will not be looking back to regular nail varnish for all my fingernails, although I do stick to regular nail varnish for all my toenails. But also, particularly as I'm going to be getting a job this year, in a professional environment I do not want to be wearing nail varnish that's chipped, and I don't like wearing no nail varnish. People don't see me without nail varnish really. It's kind of rare, so it's something that is kind of important to me that my nails are always nice and painted, so having gel nail varnish is really going to help me out with that as well, which I know sounds like a small thing, but it's the kind of thing I worry about. Lastly, I'm moving on to perfumes and kind of body sprays. The first one I have is a body spray and it's the Zoella Blissful Mistful. I have adored this. It smells so gorgeous. It just reminds me of going on holiday to Thailand. It was my holiday fragrance this year and I still kind of wear it every so often just to remind me of holiday. I love the smell. Some people say that it doesn't really smell strong, but to me I completely adore the smell and I think that it gives such a nice kind of air to, like, it makes my hair smell really nice, and it doesn't make it sticky, and I find a lot of body mists can do that. This has been my all-time favourite one and the packaging is just beautiful. It is amazing. It's just amazing. These last two are perfumes that have been my favourites for years and they tend to be ones that I switch up between the two of them, and it's these two. This is Little Black Dress by Avon. This used to be my completely go-to perfume and it was my favourite for... it's been on my favourites list for probably about 6 years now. And it's only £9 for a bottle and it lasts for ages. It smells really nice and they've changed the packaging recently and I really like this new packaging. It doesn't smell childish, but you can kind of wear it at any age, and the fact that it's not expensive is brilliant because I feel like perfumes can get very, very overpriced very quickly, and I do have more expensive perfumes, but that one is gorgeous and people ask a lot, like, what is that scent? I really like it, and they're really surprised when they hear it's Avon. But it is one of my favourites. My other one is more of my summer favourite. That one was more of my winter favourite, and kind of autumn I tend to switch up to that. And this is more my spring summer favourite, and this is Hugo Boss Femme. And I love this. It is a more expensive perfume, yes, but the packaging is gorgeous. The first time I wore this, it just fitted really well with my skin, and this is probably my favourite of the two, and the bottle is gorgeous, and just the smell is amazing. I completely love it. You can wear either of them all year round, but I have kind of a bit of a preference, mostly based on the colour of the packaging, weirdly enough. But they both smell gorgeous and they both go with the smell of me, because you know how perfumes smell different on different people, and these two both fit really well with me and I completely adore them. And those are the perfumes that I have been loving this year and for quite a few years. The Hugo Boss one I've been wearing for probably about 3 years, and the Avon one I have been wearing for about 5 or 6 years. So they're both pretty ingrained in my beauty arsenal now. So I'm really sorry that this video was quite so long. I have had so many favourites this year and I kind of rambled about all of them because I love them so much. Like I said, some of them have been my favourites for longer than just last year, and I felt like I needed to mention them because they've been in my beauty arsenal for quite so long, and some of them are much newer products, and I'm kind of interested to see next year whether my favourites are kind of similar or whether some things go and some new things come in. But I'm pretty sure that most of these products will be sticking around for quite a while. Some of them have already lasted through 3, 4, 5, even more years, so I think they'll be sticking around for a little while longer. But obviously my life is going to change quite a lot this year because I'm finishing university, and I wonder if it's kind of going to change my outlook on beauty at all, particularly having a job and slightly more income, hopefully, fingers crossed, will mean that I will be able to kind of experiment a bit more and try new products, and maybe I want to move into slightly more grown-up things. I don't know if some of these are more childish, I'm not really sure. I'm gonna make an effort to try out more beauty things this coming year, but we'll see how it goes. And these are my favourites from this year, and it'll be really interesting to compare it to next year's. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more from me. Check out the links to all my social media things, they are in the box down below, and also give me a follow on those, I would really appreciate it. And I will see you again soon. Bye!